On today's episode, featured videos include
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 29 of the supplemental broadcast here on Alexandria Alternative Media Broadcasting and OK Copernicus production. I'm your host, Jess, but you can also call me Epitome or Burn Kid because I'm Epitome the Burn Kid. Please be sure to follow the entire archival project, hashtag YouTube Recommended Chronicles on X or Tumblr for the latest videos, music, memes, and more. Listen to the official soundtrack on SoundCloud. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please be sure to find me on Rumble should anything happen to this channel. All links discussed in today's episode can be found below in the description box. And please be sure to subscribe, like, share, follow, and tell some friends and family about the many things we cover in our program here. Just a friendly little programming reminder. There's a lot of heavy solar activity going on. So, because of my EMF sensitivity, if I itch or glitch, I apologize. And the show, I used to put it out weekly. Now I'm putting it out what I call regularly. So, this is about 2 episodes every 7 to 10 business days because my production schedule has gotten a lot heavier. And this isn't the only thing that I produce. So please be patient with me as I adjust to a new workflow and contracts and stuff coming in. And on to today's featured video recommendations. Our first feature today on today's broadcast comes in from the Blair White Project, and this episode is a humdinger. Title of this video is "The Horrifying Disney to Epstein Island Pipeline" is the title. And from Tradwife influencer silliness to FatCon to Disney's link to Epstein's Island, this edition of the project is jam packed with so much weirdness from across the internet. This most unusual 21st century. Like, for real, inverse puritanical claims and assertions by the younger set have gotten wild across social media these days. If you want to see the receipts, check out Blair's channel for more wild rides through social media commentary. If they weren't filming it and putting it on TikTok, I wouldn't know about it. So I thank everyone who actually does the hard work of scouring TikTok and YouTube and everything. I'm so lucky Magic 8 Ball brings the videos to me, but we each have our place, don't we? Well, our next video comes in from Suspicious Observers. It's the certainty of Earth's coming catastrophe, a little thing I've been talking about. So we all need to talk much more about the geomagnetic excursion disaster cycle that is about to occur in our lifetime. And this video from Suspicious Observers should help us all do that with more ease and preparedness. So basically, every 12,000 years, a major cataclysmic disaster cycle occurs on Earth with a mini disaster punctuating at the 6,000 year intervals. The last one involved, Noah and was mentioned in the Bible in the Epic of Gilgamesh. The event that we're waiting to take place last caused the dramatic changes that caused the last ice age. And the experts want to front like what gets hot doesn't get cold as ice. It starts with heating, then it becomes like the day after tomorrow. That's like sort of how that rolls. So yeah, nice job, hoaxers. For a plethora of information related to space weather and the disaster cycle, for everyone who has woken up to the hoax, please be sure to head on over to Suspicious Observers channel for more edutaining installments of informational cataclysmic cycle information and space weather, of course. And our third video is coming in from Neil Oliver, and the title of this video is Davos, the Davos three-pronged attack on our freedom. So Davos is a place where those who understand society the least go to jump rank on the natural order and plot our every move and facet of self. Or so they think. Neil Oliver knows this all too well and delivers this excellent monologue on the WEF's tyranny of the minority, which historically has always led to the destruction of the many, when the delusional few with the most try to take the little of what they have left for us away from us. It never ends well for these guys. It never ends well for us. That's just how it is. Like they did back in the days of overt feudalism, unlike now where it's like covert and technological. This video is definitely the three this video titled three prong on our freedom. This is a real this is highly recommended that you go head on over and listen to the entire piece. All right, in from trigonometry, we have Alice. So it's time for us to address the facts surrounding the particle. Some of the future the guys at trigonometry. In this video, communist spies in Hollywood with Michael Malice is who they're interviewing. We get to enjoy some lively dialogue, getting down to the meat of matters with the Red Scare in Hollywood and the propaganda that surrounded it. I think communist threats we see popping up across the Western world, disguised so conveniently as workers' unions, DEI, CRT, NGOs, and highly misguided student or minority activist organizations. Yeah, that's how it looks now. Isn't it cute? So yeah, for the straight joke on this topic, coupled with a few laughs, be sure to head on down to the links for more from trigonometry. And fifth up from the channel Apostolic Majesty, the title of the next video is The Fall of the Soviet Union. So yeah, speaking of communism, our next feature is going to showcase the still going rivalry between communism and capitalism that has continued and mutated over the past several decades. This lecture is a bit lengthy, coming in nearly 3.5 hours long, but considering how most people under 40 have been brainwashed into becoming a communist or tolerating communist ideals as a virtue, I was once guilty of this. I was way too tolerant. It is a lecture no longer being given in schools. And when I found that out, I woke up. I was lucky to have been given these lectures. Someone's got to get the word out. Here I am getting the word out. They're not informing people of the truth about what happened in the Soviet Union. They don't tell the truth about Stalin. They praise him. They praise Lenin. They tell the truth about none of this. Isn't that gross? I think that's pretty gross. Well, anyway, why not save some hard-earned money on an audit or a community college course and just strap in for this lecture instead? And fill in the blanks where the teachers and professors conveniently left out some very important information about why communism doesn't work. It's a pretty solid lecture. It's actually really good. Strap in. And last up on today's show, we have a piece titled Psychological and Spiritual Manipulation coming in from Justice and his channel. With his wisdom and insights on how to deal with sketchy happenings common throughout the prophetic community. Sketchy things happen, guys. So he's calling out scams, sorcery, narcissists, and dropping some heavenly rhymes. It's what Justice is all about. I think this is one of his most helpful videos for people in the beginning stages of emotional, social, and spiritual discernment. For advice, spiritual takes, and some godly beats mixed with fun and casual interactive live chats with his audience almost daily, I think. Don't forget to head down to the links in the description box and find his channel and this video for more. And now it's time for my favorite part of the show, my auspicious op-ed. I composed some words about some things I was thinking about that I want to share with everyone that I think are important. And I hope it inspires you to compose some words about something you think is important and share it with everyone else, because, well, that's what makes the internet a better place, isn't it? All right. On to today's auspicious op-ed. So America has viewed itself as exceptional quite fallaciously since its advent, but is about to find out that being exceptional has a dark side, and that one is only exceptional until they simply are no longer relevant. Perhaps disingenuous is more fitting than fallacious, but both should suffice. Nevertheless, it is pretty clear to me that this exceptionality fetish should have been a dead giveaway that the malignant narcissistic death cult has infiltrated our systems to a highly dangerous and threatening degree. But instead, those groomed by the ideals of the elites who did not get burned by their advice and were bribed out of their supposed poverty by some philanthropic program in exchange for becoming a leftist proselytizer with no thought or regard for what you have given up in exchange for their approval and their blessing. You know, kind of like when you go to college and like it's they shame you for like believing in God, or when you go to high school and they shame you for believing in God in science class. This is the kind of leftist proselytizing I'm, kind of inferring. Our Constitution provides our culture with some unique bonuses. The powers that be are trying tirelessly to render obsolete. We have a freedom of speech that threatens every institutional narrative. We have a religious plurality that could only exist with the freedom of and from religion. And we have a Second Amendment to protect us from evil socialists, communists, and terrorist sleeper cells just waiting to pull another stunt on our soil. Yet now we face mandated speech, a mandated secular religion being imposed on all with no regard for the cultural destruction being imposed on our melting pot citizenry. And they want to reduce the Second Amendment's power to a point that I recommend all people know how to bear all forms of arms, including and especially the two attached to our torsos. These are the most important arms we got, guys. Know how to use them. You might need it. I'm a pacifist, and I'm telling you to use your arms, and I'm a pacifist. I know this from experience, guys. But as a pacifist, I know how to throw a solid right jab followed by a left hook if I have to. I was bullied growing up in the 80s, mostly for being mixed and obviously gifted. And you had to know how to defend yourself or else. And back then, our parents taught us to. And anti-bullying literally is I would rather be punched in the face and put in a struggle session. Okay, I'd rather be free to say what I want to say to everyone around me than be oppressed by the ideals of people who don't even know what being a human truly means. All right, guys, just want to put that out there. I don't want to be mistaken for being someone I'm not. Unfortunately, my younger peers, they were subjected to far worse than the nonsensical zero tolerance indoctrination they unleashed on us Zennials in the 90s. These kids were brought up with the farce of anti-bullying and social contracts and need to learn some self-defense skills, hand-to-hand combat, and how to protect yourself with common household items as the bare minimum needed to make it through what I think may unfold within our borders sooner rather than later. These kids have no self-defense skills. If a sleeper cell erupted up the street, they'd be calling 911, not even knowing what to do, and that is not going to help you in the situations that are going to come, especially after this upcoming eclipse. We have been invaded. They've shown the evidence. They've shown the footage. The UN has funded it. They have been working at this scheme for decades now, literally since the 1930s. They want their new world order, and we have to be ready for anything in exceptional America. We're exceptional Americans. That's right. If they want to be exceptional one way, we'll be exceptional another. We need to be safe, secure, and in no need of any of their systems or services whatsoever if we are to transition to a much better way of life smoothly after the fall of this decrepit civilization. But for that, we must prepare for the fall of this decrepit civilization. Are you prepared? Let's help each other prepare. Please prepare. Please, please, I'm begging of you. It all starts with some talk and reflecting. May we all become well prepared together, like the truly exceptional Americans and all my brothers and sisters around the world who are dealing with these issues. Insert your country's name where I say American. I feel you. I get you. I feel you guys. We should all be striving to be. For my lovely audience around the world, please reflect on what your cultures are dealing with. If it's different from what we're dealing with here in the West, I know that everyone's got stuff going on right now, guys. So please reflect. And please share. Let us know what's going on. So I have more to share with you guys on the broadcast. Without everyone sharing this stuff, I wouldn't have anything to share with y'all. And rest assured, they won't silence us. Rest assured, they're going to try though. They're going to try relentlessly. So don't let your guard down. Let's teach them a little something about failure they've been long overdue for one, because you do not become excellent until you have failed. You do not learn what being burnt is until you have touched that stove, my friends. And they have discouraged everyone from acquiring true, real, practical, legitimate, and especially spiritual knowledge. All right. And that brings us to the end of today's show. Oh, that was lovely, everyone. Today's musical selection down in the description box below, including the official music video links, Pole Shift from me, Epitome the Burn Kid, all of the other links for where to follow me, how to get a hold of me, other cool stuff I'm doing, how to contribute to the show. Let me know what you think. Email and everything's below if you feel so blessed to help keep this production going. My PayPal link for OK Copernicus is also included below. Everything goes to expanding production quality, equipment, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can bring in staff soon and really get this party started. So thank you again, everyone, for being with me. Like I like to tell you guys, stay safe, stay prepped, stay awesome, and be excellent to one another. Keep learning, keep growing, and I cannot wait to see everyone next time on the Supplemental Broadcast. Bye, everyone. Burn Kid out.